Hey guys, Third Shift Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
I'm James.
We're back here with, I believe, the final episode of Invincible, which is very sad for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. This currently is one of my favorite shows we do, and I'm just really wondering what the mystery is. You and I talked about it being kind of Dragon Ball Z, and the Saiyans are these. Yeah.
Viltrumites, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, like Dragon Ball.
Saiyans.
They're like Saiyans, yeah. And then you were thinking. You didn't think they were like that, right? You thought it was something else?
Honestly, I don't know what the real story is behind them. If all the Viltrumites were evil per se,
Viltrumites. You're getting like Voltron and
Viltrumites.
Viltrumites.
If they were all evil, I think the galaxy would have known. So when like Mark went to that other planet, was Mars, and he mentioned he was a Viltrumite, they would have been like.
Or a Viltrumite.
Or a Viltrumite. They would have said, you know.
Well, we never got to that point, though.
Well, maybe it didn't, but.
He got cut off.
He might, he did get kind of cut off, but I don't know. I
if they were a big galaxy-wide threat, they'd be like.
Yeah.
They'd be like Rome.
Yeah.
Like, these guys suck, you know?
Yeah, I think it would have been known, or something would have.
Unless they're like so technologically advanced or so far away, and the universe is more vast than you think.
Yeah, maybe. But I just think personally, I think that guy is a cocksucker. He's on our TV right now. Yeah, and I think he's got some secrets that hopefully we find out about in this episode.
So you think maybe
I really like Nolan as a villain.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said a lot of things about the way he's treating with the family and the way he's acting, because there's other characters that I enjoy when they're on screen with him.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, I like Damien Darkblood probably the most.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like how he's a pain in the ass for someone that's so powerful.
Yeah,
and they can't really do anything about it. So it's great. I love it.
Yeah,
but I definitely think there's something a little more nefarious. Yeah, maybe not Machiavellian, but obviously he's trying to do some damage control with maybe having the other superheroes on the planet. But he's not really trying to kill off all these other ones, though. Or the supervillains.
It's because they're so pathetic, maybe?
Not yet.
Maybe they're not high. But he's sitting there saying, well, pathetic. Maybe it's just a matter of pride, and he's just sitting there watching these people that suck compared to him.
Yeah.
But
I'm interested to see how far he'll go this episode.
The last episode, we had the Immortal came back.
Mm-hmm.
The brothers, the Mauler brothers, brought back the Immortal, and he came back trying to kill him. Mm-hmm. And he gets ripped in half, or cut in half, one of the two at the end of that episode.
Yeah, he doesn't last.
So he doesn't hold. He holds up and gets some good hits in.
Yeah, he does.
But he ends up getting killed again.
Yeah.
But it stands to reason that he can be brought back.
If he didn't get the jump on those guys, he might not win. He might not win that fight.
What is it?
If he didn't get the jump on all those heroes,
all the Guardians.
Oh no.
Yeah, he might not win that fight.
Well, no. I mean, there was what, 6 of them?
Yeah.
5.
It just caught him off guard.
Zero now. I don't know.
They're 0 now.
Yeah.
But it caught him off guard so much. I think they were kind of stunned at what was going on. But
the
last episode was amazing. That was episode 2. 10 Man fucking cloned himself. Right. He completed.
He had a clone of fucking Robbie.
Yeah. Robbie.
What's his name?
Rexplode.
Yeah. And he had the fight with the Mauler brothers.
Yeah.
Because he was going to take them back to jail and they didn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So he got what he wanted, and they kind of started to accept things a little more. Monster Girl holds his hand at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And once they find out that...
Such a funny little story.
It is.
It's a funny story.
But we know that she's older.
Yeah.
And she's reversing an age.
And he's older.
It's weird. But they brought the kaiju.
Yeah.
Cecil unleashes the kaiju on Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan.
We'll call him Norman.
Yeah, and him and Mark are fighting it together.
They're fighting it together because Mark doesn't know what's going on. And Debbie's there at Cecil's facility.
Yeah.
Watching it all go down. So I'm very interested to see how this wraps up.
I can't wait.
I hope we get at least some answers.
Yeah, I want to get answers, and I think it needs to be emotional.
Oh, I bet it's going to be.
And hopefully fulfilling with the answers.
Yeah, my Hail Mary last episode was Nolan's going to go completely off the deep end. He's going to wipe out everybody. Wife, he's going to try to kill Invincible, which obviously is not going to kill Invincible because that's the name of the show. Yeah. But I think he's just going to go full balls to the wall and try
from
to
now on, Jamie, that has to be put up on a bet.
On a bet?
We have to do that.
You want to bet?
We have a suit.
Well, I know he's not going to kill Invincible because that's just...
Okay, do you think he's...
But I think he's going to try to wipe out everything.
Scorched earth balls. We're defining that as he's going to try to kill everybody.
He's going to try to kill everybody. What's the one guy's name? The fucking creepy old man?
Cecil.
Cecil, he's going to try to kill Cecil. He might try to kill his wife. He might kill the new Guardians.
No, wait a minute. No, it's not done because Shane doesn't have his side of the bet.
Oh, what's your side?
I'm saying that's not going to be.
You can't just be here, not right or wrong, and
Okay,
you know
what's your
stuff
side
before.
of it?
You have to be because you have to have a reason to get in that suit too if you take the bet.
Yeah, if he's right, I'll get in the
What's
suit.
your side though? What do you?
So
claiming
you just
it's gonna
don't
be?
think that's going to happen? Scorch balls. Or
I
whatever
disagree with
Scorch earth.
almost everything you say.
Okay.
I do think him and Mark are going to get into it, and it's going to be emotional. I don't think he's going to try to kill everybody.
No, it's not okay.
I think
he's going to try to kill Mark. I don't think he's going to successfully kill Mark.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to kill Mark. I think they're going to get into it.
But you think they're going to fight?
I think they're going to fight.
I think they're going to fight too. So we're even there.
Yeah, but you said kill everyone else.
I think he's going to try to kill Cecil. Might kill Cecil. He may kill Cecil.
Okay.
He's going to go scorch earth, like you said.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't say that. You said that.
No, but you asked. That was your terminology.
Okay,
scorched
I'm
earth.
trying to smuggle my.
No. Your terminology was scorched earth.
Okay.
So I say he's going to probably kill Cecil. It just depends on how involved the Guardians get. But if the Guardians get involved, he's going to kill them all of them.
Okay.
Okay. And he's going to kill Cecil.
I like you're being real specific.
He's going to fight Mark, but he's not going to kill Mark.
I agree there.
So we'll just go with the Guardians and Cecil. He's definitely going to kill Cecil, and if the Guardians get involved, that's my only stipulation. If the Guardians get involved, he's going to kill them all.
Okay.
Now you can place the bet.
Because I can't guarantee they're going to get involved. You get what I'm saying? But if they get involved, he's going to kill them all. So Cecil and the Guardians. But those three, I think those three are fine. Cecil and the Guardians. He's going to kill them all.
Okay. I disagree. I don't think he's going to kill them all. I think he's going to fight Mark, and it's going to be emotional. And
well, you can't state the obvious. That doesn't count in the bet.
Just you don't think he's going to kill the Guardians?
I don't think he's going to kill the Guardians. Okay.
What about Cecil?
No, I don't.
Okay. That's the bet.
Witness.
I witnessed.
The witness. All right.
Where's that suit at?
Fold it up there with the hat. You got to wear the suit and the hat.
Okay.
All right. You're
Fuck.
And we can all have play separate bets and have two people dancing. It's too much confusion. Too much confusion.
We'll make sure this is.
So we got to keep it clean.
Okay.
All right.
And then I think we're just going to start.
Let's get it.
Oh.
Nice opener.
Damn. Yeah.
The Immortal was pressing his thumbs.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's controlling you. Dad, tell me how to stop him. Mark, let my dad go. Let him go.
Stop. It's me, Mark. It's just me. It's time for you to know where I really come from.
Yes.
I am from Viltrum, but it's not the planet I've told you about. We have created a people. To reach their full potential, we had to remove the weak from our society. When it was over, our population was cut in half. But what emerged from the ashes was unstoppable.
That's pretty cool.
By the time I was born, Viltrum, our most trusted officers, were each given a planet to weaken by themselves. I was one of those lucky few.
Wow. It was like the same.
Yeah.
And now, we need to get Earth ready to join the Viltrum Empire. Wow. Mark, we can finally
Have you heard the good news?
We were meant to do, be who we were meant to be.
All together.
You lied to me.
Father and
You
son.
couldn't know.
So if I wasn't, I'd just be one more human to conquer? No, this doesn't make any sense. You love me. You love Mom. I know you do.
Nearly full-blooded. You'll live for thousands of years. You understand what that means? Everyone I do love your mother, but she's more like a pet to me.
A pet?
This is the only way, Mark.
What the fuck?
I won't give a shit about Viltrum. And I don't care if I live a fucking million years. This is my home, and I won't let you destroy it.
You don't know what you're saying. And I can't let you interfere.
What I'm saying.
So be it.
To face his father and survive, he'll need to be.
That's all bloody now, right?
It is all blood.
I just wonder how he's going to pan out. How the fuck is he going to beat him?
I don't think
he can't.
No, he
not
can't.
on his own.
No.
There has to be an ace in the hole.
Yeah.
Ace in the hole.
Yeah.
God, his dad trying to kill him.
Well, it doesn't mean he will, though. Your bet is that he will.
No, I took that out.
I have to check the tape on that one, buddy.
You don't get to edit.
Yeah, you edit that shit out. What in here, guys?
You don't get to edit.
Yeah, you edit that shit out. What in here, guys?
Very obvious.
I said he would not kill Invincible because the show's named after Invincible.
Fraction of our power.
As soon as they separate, hit him with everything you got.
Roger that.
It's right to pity them, Mark. Wrong to value them over your own kind.
Now!
Direct hit.
I mean, it had no effect.
Repeat. Direct.
Maybe a little effect, but not much.
That'd be irritating.
You singed my suit.
You almost killed him!
Instead, you saved him. So much effort. For what?
Oh!
Told you.
Where was that other one?
Really great animation.
It really is, yeah.
What if we went Super Viltrum?
That'd be pretty cool.
Be hulked up.
I like
Hulk Hogan.
every since I was there. I think
Rip his shirt.
All right, brother. Oh my god. It's fucking chaos.
Don't be scared, okay?
Oh my god. There's nothing you can do, dude. You're just gonna be holding her hand.
Good call.
Is Mom's life worthless?
In the grand scheme of things. Yes.
Debbie.
How can you say those?
That's a hell of a thing.
My goodness, that was absurd.
Burn this planet down before I spend another minute living among these animals.
He's playing ping pong
Like
with it.
fucking Tom Cruise.
Some Dragon Ball Z
Jesus.
shit here.
Yeah.
I was wrong to read.
I'd hate to be under there. Even I was Superman, I wouldn't go to the door.
Well, what if I knew I could just whoop the shit out of anything that's under there?
And you wouldn't have fucking Cthulhu. Fuck.
Well, that'd be different. Even Omni-Man couldn't be Cthulhu.
Yeah.
What's 17 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid.
Oh!
That's a really cool shot.
Life is all
All I can
about
think is that he would stop what he's doing and
Yeah.
try to help defeat the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw.
Oh!
What will you have after 500 years?
I'll give you that. I still have you.
Leave his ass there.
Yes, yeah.
He's crying. He's only ready to see him cry. See what I'm fucking mad.
All we can do is hold each other as we pick up the pieces.
Saving planners estimate.
Nonsense, that stuff between him and his dad on the news. I'm really worried. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute, you know he's invincible?
Oh, man. You know, too? Oh, that guy. Wait a minute. Where are we? Oh, sorry. Lights.
Third time?
We need a replacement.
No. Not now. Not yet.
Your dad didn't leave me with a lot of options, Mark. If I can't call on you, well, there's not really others past the Guardians of the Globe.
I know.
You can sneak up the stairs like nothing. I mean, that's gotta be awful.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna look in there and she'd be dead.
Jesus.
Poor woman,
On
man.
herself or something?
Poor woman.
Tell your mom. Leave her crying at home.
Old Art knows how to treat this.
He does.
I still can't believe it. I can't believe our time together was a lie. Pour me one of those.
I've only got the one glass.
I don't care. Pour.
Sanitize.
What is it?
I know. You said you don't want to do this. Someone's flying towards Earth from deep space. We're still trying to figure out who it is, but...
There's a Viltrumite living on your planet. So, you're a Viltrumite, and your dad tried to take over the planet, but then left? Super weird for a Viltrumite. They don't just give up.
Well, fuck.
That was a hell of an episode.
It was.
Hey,
Not good enough.
well, not for you.
After that scene, you're my last chance. You're my last chance. Your last chance.
You're all gonna die. Come on now. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, unless there's a 2-second one. Then probably.
I'm James and I was wrong. I'm singing the wrong song. I shouldn't have taken that chance. Now here's my remorseful dance.
Do the kicks. Higher. All right. That was the reaction. This is the response to James in that outfit.
I
guess we don't have to rub it in.
Yeah.
Continue about the episode.
He was wrong.
I was wrong.
And like a man, he danced like a.
I danced the best I could.
He danced the best he could. I think it's
Hey, that's
I was
what you
wrong.
can do.
probably better than me. Tell you
I
that.
said they were all going to die. None of them died.
Yeah. And then you died a little bit inside.
I've died inside a little bit. And once it's on the internet, it's there forever.
That's true.
Oh.
So I'm going to be very calculated with my bets.
Well, motherfucker, what do you think I've been doing? We gotta start doing this. You see it now. It changes you.
I said I have to be calculated with my bets. That's all I said.
Yeah.
This channel has to succeed because now every boss, the potential boss that I interview with in the future, or if I do get hired somewhere in the future, this will find a way to get to my boss.
This reminds me of
Yeah.
There Will Be Blood when he has to go to church to get that pipeline put in.
I
And that
barely
preacher's
remember that.
smacking him and telling him to do all this shit. He's making him scream, "I abandoned my son!"
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, he's like, "There's a pipeline." Because he had to go through all that shit just to get his pipeline.
Yeah.
So, there.
Now I have a little cleavage.
The episode, it was just damn good.
Fucking great.
It was.
I mean, we just watched Nolan pretty much just pound Mark into the fucking
It,
dirt.
it was just a great finale, and it was emotional. It was everything I wanted to be. It gave us answers. It was emotional.
It wasn't
And-
everything I wanted it to be.
It was a little less.
Well, I was right.
Yeah.
And they were like the Saiyans.
I said that too.
But I'm the one that said it first.
You sure?
Yes.
We'll check the
We gotta
tape.
check that tape.
Yep.
You can.
I
I know I called it first. So maybe we just maybe I said it and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. So maybe we can count that as the same time.
I say we check the tape. If it was you, it was you. If it was me, it was me.
Check the tape.
Leaning on the Saiyan theory. That would be cool.
It was my theory too.
Okay, well, the theory, not like the Shane theory, the Zach theory.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Do you guys want to bet who was first?
It's not the same thing as betting on the goddamn.
Wait, I think it was me.
I don't think it was.
You willing to bet?
I'm willing to bet.
We don't need to bet. All right.
Ah,
This
look
is
at
the
them. Look
inappropriate
at
time.
them. They
That's-
saw me in
James,
it.
don't
now
get
they-
carried away.
They'll never bet ever.
James,
Let's
don't
not get carried away.
that's just-
Let's be real.
Don't be crazy, all right? All right, so, yeah, I mean, like, I didn't take a lot of notes. I was blown away by everything, the animation, the music, the emotion.
Well, we had the Matrix moment. That is the sound of inevitability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that's
cool.
That is
the
the
train
sound
thing
of
was
war death.
fucking
brutal and crazy.
It was brutal
and ridiculous.
It was. I mean, it was just, but it's great to see that amazing. In a show because it means they're not pulling stops.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some stops you should pull.
Yeah.
There are places you should go which they haven't gone and no one ever should and no one ever has. So
yeah.
We're good. But
yeah.
In this case, with the violence and just the graphic depictions, basically shoving his son's face in shit.
Yeah.
In what he's trying to get through to him.
Yeah.
Like your dog you would and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was great.
No, I absolutely did too.
Where do we think Nolan's doing now? So I think he's probably going out somewhere to kind of rethink his life.
I think so too.
Because I think the only chance they have against the Viltrumites is if Nolan does an about face and pulls a Vegeta.
Yeah.
And helps him out.
But if there's like 1 million of them.
Well, he might be one of the strongest of the strong. I don't know. Maybe he knows how to stop them or maybe a way to prevent them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, even if they're half as strong as Omni-Man, they're pretty fucking strong. So, I mean, there was like a line of like 10 or 15 of them, right? In that army or whatever of the best.
Yeah.
And Omni-Man was one of them. So,
if
there's another 10, 15 that could come to Earth and say, hey, Omni-Man, abandon his post.
If you understand how the rules of this work, it'd be 2.
It would be 2, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Well, so if Omni-Man abandons his post and they have to send more Viltrumites, the threat's not gone.
We're talking about the Coalition.
Yeah.
Might step in and take this as a chance where Viltrumites abandon their post.
Yeah.
To rally behind that in some way and find a way to fight back against the Viltrumite Empire.
Yeah.
Nolan, I think, is having mixed feelings.
I think so too. And I really bought like the flashback and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, they sold it with the fact that he stopped.
I was really on board. I was really getting emotional, and just to think about like he's obviously just loyal, kind of like
he's a blind loyalty,
like an army guy.
It was a blind loyalty.
I'm loyal to this, and that's how it is. But then he's beating the hell out of his son. So do you think this cycle of planets and having children? How many times do you think he's done it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah,
I think she's done.
You think he made it sound like though he was selected for Earth specifically.
So you don't think
from where he was? So I'm not sure. It didn't really go into anything where I've done this 1,000 times. He never mentioned that.
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering like he's got to be thousands of years old.
Maybe he's been part of the army though that has been going in and annihilating planets.
Okay, but
up until that point, he hasn't been selected for the going out and softening up places.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, so because Mark could be his first son.
That was brutal, though, when he told Mark that he could just wait another 17 years and have another son. That was fucking low.
Yeah, I think he might have meant that when he said it because, like, in his life, it's thousands of years. This is like a speck.
Yeah.
And then he called his wife a pet. It's like my pet. It's like having a pet. It's like my pet.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's just an interesting way to think because if you were one of them, what would it be like being with a human?
Well, if you were one of them and you came here and then you started a family and you fell in love with a woman and you had a child. And ultimately,
it seems like
it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
That would almost be like a one-night stand.
Yeah, for him.
Like
for him,
you know what I mean?
Clearly, I don't think he really loved the mom ever.
Well,
the son, I think he loves the son.
I guess I disagree. I feel like
really,
I think probably the bigger place in his heart is for the Viltrumites and the Empire, his loyalty and his duty.
Yeah,
but I think that he does love her, but it does not supersede in any way.
Yeah,
his loyalty and his duty.
Yeah. And I think I do. I do love my pets. I mean, he could have loved her like a pet, but it's obviously,
I took it more of a disrespectful tone. I mean,
well, you would in the face of something that's, I wouldn't say he's not omnipotent, but someone that's like a god.
Yeah,
right.
That's very condescending when he talks about people that are down on their level.
That's how he looks at himself.
For him,
right?
he's thousands of years old, and he said he's going to be thousands of years old before he's 30. Before he looks 30.
Yeah.
So he's like probably tens of thousands of years old.
Is that a blessing or a curse?
Well, if you were...
Probably depends on your life situation.
Yeah, like if you're on Earth, that would suck.
But if it was us and we already have kids and we know they're going to live...
Yeah, if you're on Viltrum and everyone's like that, then it would be no big deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you lived after the culling.
Oh, yeah.
If you were there before the culling, you may not have made it. May not have made the cut.
Yeah. You know what's weird is they seem so... It seemed like their world looks so put together.
I think it's so fucking great that they all have mustaches.
It certainly is funny.
A bunch of fucking Tom Sellecks flying through space.
Tom Sellecks flying through space. That's great. The Empire, they weren't happy with just making their fucking planet powerful. They wanted to conquer their galaxy, and once they conquered their galaxy, now they're going out and they're going to Earth, and it's all about control. and power.
Yeah,
and
You know,
greed,
people
and-
have a natural desire that the dream of man is order.
right.
Yeah.
But
That's
like,
from a 3A toy.
like why in the world would they care about Earth and wanting to take it over other than just being fucking greedy, evil bastards?
Well,
They think they're doing God's work. They think they're going out
Yeah.
there, in a sense, they're going out there and making things right. They're doing,
Yeah, you haven't seen Star Wars? It reminds me of the Empire.
Mhm.
well, not to an extent, definitely at the top point, the Emperor doesn't give a fuck about making things right for people.
No, I don't
But
think
the people that are a part of it, you
Like,
mentioned Tarkin.
Tarkin, like, you know, like there's people in the Empire who believe, no, like, we're making the economy better. Where crime rate is lower.
Right.
Like, you know, and there's an element of, like, probably power, the feeling of power for all these people in it.
Well, you might say that about the socialist experiment in Russia.
Yeah.
Where a lot of them believe they were making the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
They believe communism
Yeah.
would make the world better. They would defeat
Yeah.
capitalism, and capitalism was the great evil.
Yeah.
Right.
With,
also-
with the Germans, you had the National Socialists.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is it was National Socialism. So Germany came first.
Right.
Yeah.
The Germans came first. And
Yeah.
Yes.
if you were not German
And then it was a specific type of German.
or white, yeah, and so it really
Yeah.
broke it down. And the guys at the top tier didn't even match the fucking description of a perfect German.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
And also,
Blind.
you know, it reminded me of obviously the expansion into the Americas, to where when we were the indigenous people, we were indoctrinating them into
our way of
our way of life.
Right.
You know, we made them get certain haircuts, put them in classrooms, brainwash them.
Right.
But even when they did, we didn't accept them. You look at the Cherokee.
Well, fucking Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they were that, at least from what I understand, my history's a bit sketchy, but
Yeah.
on this subject. But they were the tribe that they were the most assimilated
Yeah.
into European culture,
Mhm.
and then they still got fucked.
I mean, yes, that's familiar. So, you know, I think that type of thing happens, you know, like, because you said during the reaction, Zach, you said, then why do you want Earth if they're so pathetic? I think it's just, they're just conquerors. They conquer
Well,
everyone.
that's what they do.
Conquer.
It's like Rome.
Yeah.
Rome, the lifeblood of Rome, eventually became the fact their army,
Mhm.
the conquering of the lands. It just became part of what they were.
Yeah.
It was who they were. It's just the same thing with the Viltrumites, probably. The Saiyans.
Yeah. And the Saiyans, of course. Yeah, the big example.
But they, of course, they just conquered them and sold them.
Yeah.
But
Who buys a planet?
I guess some races that don't have a planet anymore. We need a new planet. We've used up all these resources. Let's see, take our money, buy a new one.
I mean, if
So
it was
they're
about-
that smart and that resourceful. You figure they would have fixed the problems.
Yeah.
That would have.
Well, they learned all that after the fact, so that their next planet the Saiyans conquer for them is round 2.
Oh, okay.
See, if Nolan's point of view was about the resources, I could understand that mindset. I mean,
Well, I mean, it could be.
I wouldn't agree with
it. Could be
it,
part of
but-
that. It could be
I think
part
it's a
of it.
part of the
part of
imperial mindset. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, that's what was going on in Japan. It was going on in the Americas.
I mean, we do that in
the
this world now.
Yeah, the Aztecs, where
Right.
they were conquering all the weaker states around them. They were making them city-states of the Aztec Empire.
Mhm. I mean, obviously, there's moral issues with a country going to another country and kind of either steal their oil or steal their whatever the resources are, and you know how the rest of the world is kind of depleted, like countries like Africa have a lot of resources. So there's moral issues with that. And I don't know-
Africa's definitely got the shit. In
Yeah,
the stick.
I'm not saying I
Yeah.
agree with that, but it would be more understandable if Nolan led with, "Hey, our planet is low on resources, and we just have to go out
Well,
and
I
find
think
more
he
resources."
definitely wanted to tell his son the complete truth. He's been dying to,
Yeah.
and I mean, the truth is they're probably not really dying for resources. They've made the perfect world.
Yeah,
Right.
and he might just believe no, we are making these guys better.
Right.
Like, he might just believe.
And it may seem alien to us, but there are people out there that think that way.
Yeah.
There is. Yeah.
No, yeah,
Absolutely.
I
They
certainly
believe in the cause.
Yeah.
They believe in the purification of the world, or the perfection of the world.
Mhm.
But what's great is that flashback with Mark playing baseball and just him, choosing
cracking a smile.
choosing his son.
Well, how we got there was interesting though, because he got that vision from knocking out Mark's front teeth,
Yeah.
and it was similar to him being a little baseball player running around with his missing teeth. But I mean, yeah, that was a moment, and that makes me wonder who's going to change. Is Mark going to change and align with his dad, or is Omni-Man going to change? and
Mark's
align-
not going to change.
I don't think Mark's going to change.
Yeah.
I think Omni-Man, like you guys said,
I think
Maybe he's
Nolan
thinking
is
about
going
things.
to change in some way. He's probably going to try to come to terms. He'll probably have mixed feelings at first,
right?
but he loves his son. He realized that his son even, he won't have any of this other shit but his son said, I'll have you, Dad.
And that really got me. That was a good line.
Because it was a great line and great timing. Because, they would have everything they shared together. Yeah. And they would remember it together.
Yeah.
And they'd be there together and have each other. Yeah.
So I got to ask this, and this is foreshadowing in the end of season 2 or maybe even longer, I don't know. Is Omni-Man going to come back, join forces with Mark, and then maybe those two together will take on whoever comes from Viltron, their planet. Was it Viltron? Yeah, Viltron comes from their planet Viltron. Are they going to?
I think that's a long game. I feel like the Viltrumites are the long game.
Yeah.
And I know this comic went on longer than The Walking Dead.
Yeah, really? And then
Walking Dead went on for a long time.
If Omni-Man does come back, how is he going to be received on Earth? Because they did kind of foreshadow when Omni-Man's wife said, she said something effective. I wish he would come back. Or I just wish he was here, or something like that. After all this shit went down, so that might have foreshadowed that he is going to come back.
Well, he's going to come back with that fucking machoism intact. If he goes back to help, the people are probably bitching at him. He's like, "What are you going to do?" Kind of thing.
What can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? Kind of shit.
How far does the forgiveness go? That's what I want.
I don't know. If he comes back to save humanity, then I think you throw him a bone. Personally,
I mean, I think that there'll be.
I don't know if him and
mistrust. I don't think him and his wife are going to work it out.
Yeah, I don't think that could work out. I mean, I've seen pretty crazy things work out.
Yeah,
well, I just think that
I've seen because I've seen really, really messed up abusive relationships work out, and that was a good one. It just the stuff he said was so hurtful.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Well, you find out.
But I imagine, time goes by. I didn't mean it, baby. Feel my mustache.
Pulls out that big Viltrumite cock. Totally inappropriate.
Well, I'm just trying to think of where do you go with that?
That's it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, and so I guess for me, you're asking when he comes back. I think that's a long game.
Yeah.
So I really like the show and the characters. So I'm wondering personally, and I think I'm always going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I look forward to seeing Omni-Man again.
Well, you see, they're setting up with all these other villains and threats.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's obviously more to come.
Yeah.
More threats until Nolan comes back. Nolan may not even come back until towards the end of the next season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no.
And we might just have Mark trying to live his life.
Yeah.
Looking back on everything that happened with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil trying to work behind the scenes. What they want to know if he's coming back, kind of that looming threat.
Yeah, so the mystery isn't exactly there anymore.
Yeah, no, that's gone. But now you want to know what Nolan's going to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
and that's been my problem with Jupiter's Legacy so far is it's like a really slow burn. This to me was just like boom.
Well, they kept you on your seat.
Yeah.
On the edge of your seat.
Yeah. Riding that bitch. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well played.
Yeah. So we saw a hint of what's coming next season. Those guys that no one took out their planet. What are they called?
You mean the Flaxons?
Yeah, they're still alive.
Yeah.
So they're still alive.
And they're wanting to come back for.
They're pretty formidable.
They did the shredder.
They boom.
Yeah.
Silencer. So they'll definitely be back. And then it showed Titan, right? Towards the end, it showed Titan.
Yep, Titan protecting his throne.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we had that fucking gravity guy.
Yeah.
Seismic guy, whatever. The guy down there with the little molten people. And we had the how are they called? The Sequids.
Sequids, yeah.
Mars.
Which to me are pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, I wonder where that's going to go. I mean, they
could be like a big threat.
They could, because they could even take over the Viltrumites.
Shit, yeah. That zombie fucking astronaut was fucking popping around with his little goofy ass smile on his face.
Yeah.
So I'd do it is get a fucking big container of them and shoot them into a Viltrumite ship and let them wreak havoc on it.
Oh, man.
But you might make a even worse threat.
Yeah.
By doing that. So
that might be their one kryptonite, though, actually. That might be the Viltrumites' kryptonite.
Yeah, but then it just... I think what Zach's saying is, and then those things would just control the most powerful things in the universe.
Yeah,
true.
And then you have an even bigger threat.
Yeah,
true.
Or the same threat.
Yeah,
so you
basically
really solve anything. I guess you could take advantage of that mass confusion with the Sequids on their ships and then try to do something. If they can hold their breath for fucking days or weeks or months.
Yeah.
For Nolan, for example, flying through space.
Good point. Yeah.
Then how the hell? What would you do? I don't know if you can send him into the sun would do anything.
Yeah, this is a hell of a first season, and I hope they can continue to delight and surprise me.
I think it's great. I mean,
yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
He's so good.
It's fucking great as a voice talent.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Awesome. You know what's funny is couple reactions ago, Zach said J.K. Rowling's or Rowling's,
Yeah.
and I was looking for and it kept coming up J.K. Rowling's on Google. I'm like, that's the Harry Potter person, and I finally found it was J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't get that fucked up together.
Oh, yeah.
It's all
I was
good,
just stop
man.
and think. I'm like, wait a minute.
Me too.
I mean, it's easy to do. It really is.
Change your fucking initials.
During the reaction, you were saying that I hate this guy more than anyone. Did you feel that way in the end?
I do.
Zeus is knocking.
Huh?
My dog was knocking on the door. Don't do that. I'll do it more.
I do hate him just as much right now, currently, because he first started grinding my gears because of the way he treated his wife, right?
Yeah.
That's why he grinds my gears.
Yeah, he was just
my gears.
a cocksucker to his wife.
You know who says that?
Who?
Where it came from?
No.
No, not yet.
Fucking Peter Griffin.
Oh.
Oh.
It's from the Family Guy movie.
Really?
I
Remember they grinds my gears?
I never knew that.
I never knew
I
that
was
either.
thinking some nerdy guy. I guess he's kind of nerdy.
He probably got it from somebody else, though. But anyway.
Maybe.
Yeah, the way he treated his wife, and then, throughout this episode, man. What?
Said you want to bet?
No. Hell no. One time in this outfit in my life is enough. But anyway.
There will be more.
Let's hope not.
He's going to avoid bets for a while.
Absolutely. But I tell you what, this episode, the way he fucking beat the shit out of Mark, I just can't forgive that right now. It just pisses me off, and I was really angry during this episode. I was literally seething. It's crazy to have that reaction over a television show, but
that's what a good show will do.
Yeah, I was seething.
Yeah,
with how he treated him. So no, I hate the son of a bitch, and I would love vengeance, but I realize that he's too powerful. I don't think he can experience vengeance.
What would be interesting to me though is him coming around, like because I understand how you feel because I kind of feel the way the characters feel. I feel the way Mark feels. I feel the way Debbie feels, but I want to be surprised and delighted. Maybe he comes back in a way where he, like Zach said, he comes back to fight against the Viltrumites.
Yeah,
because they don't give up, as Seth Rogen said.
Right.
It was very unusual.
Mm-hmm.
That was foreshadowing that what's going to happen in the future is they're going to probably definitely come back. But yeah, Omni-Man, maybe he can redeem himself. I think you're right. I think that's probably what they're going to do is bring him back. And yeah, it's a great storyline if that's what they do. But I will say this. Everything that I pretty much thought was going to happen hasn't happened. You guys have pegged some stuff for sure. But I think it definitely has taken some turns that we didn't expect. You know what I mean? So who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. I don't got too much else to say. I wrote down DBZ.
Dragon Ball Z.
Mother like a pet. Viltrumite never abandons post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm really excited for season 2. I mean, I cannot wait.
I think 2 and 3 have already been announced.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Show deserves it.
It does.
The show's creators, the animators,
and
the writers, and
the
voice talent.
The animation is so good.
It was. This episode
Incredible.
especially, I mean, the explosions and things like that. I mean, it's just, at first I was kind of wondering because it seemed very much in homage to the old Superman, the animated series.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Batman, the animated series, there was a great
Yeah.
animation studio.
They were, yeah.
That did those. And I like that style a lot, but it just kind of seemed a little static in a way.
Yeah.
Especially with the way people were moving and things. But they really picked up by this episode. I mean, not just this episode. Like it's redeemed something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over time, it's very suited.
No, I 100% agree.
It works. It's
Absolutely.
really good.
Yeah, I don't got anything. That's damn good. I got nothing else. That's it.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed seeing me in this fucking embarrassing get up and you enjoyed our reaction, like, comment, share, and make sure you subscribe to our social medias, Instagram and Twitter. And that wasn't 20 seconds.
Check out other reactions.
I'm just going to rub my nips.